How's it going, family? We in week 4. Consistency is the key. Let's get the show started. Lunch and news with DotSale. Yeah. I had a chill weekend. How was y'all's weekend? Mine was good. I ain't do too much. I spent Saturday just like lounging around. It's uncommon for me because I like to get to work. But for me though, sometimes like I understand that you gotta, like, if you put a lot of work in, like the people that work out understand this. Like, if you put a lot of work in, you gotta have time for recovery. So I hope that's what y'all did over the weekend. You know, you got a chance to recover a little bit and just recollect yourself. And now we're starting the week, and we're in the 4th week of Lunch and News with DotSale. So I appreciate everybody that has been here through the whole journey. Yeah, I appreciate y'all a lot. And because of that, I'm gonna get y'all a nice meal to start the week. We're gonna jump right into lunch because we got to get into the Bad Baby story. Bad Baby. We did that last week. We're gonna get into Bad Bunny. What's up, Doc? We're gonna get into Bad Bunny. We're gonna talk about that story. And this is going to be a short show, so, you know, we got to get straight into lunch. We're going to get it prepared really quickly because we're on time constraints. I got to keep this within, we're going to try to go like 40 minutes. You know, we usually eclipse an hour on average. We're going to try to keep this one within 40 minutes. So let's get straight into it. Let's get y'all fed real quick. What do you think we're going to have? We're going to go with some Cuban food. You know, I think it works. I think it works with based off of, like, you know, the topic today. We're gonna go come like Latin food, you know, kind of, and I'm actually gonna throw a little bit extra. I'm gonna put some plantains with it, although the person that's gonna prepare our food is not gonna put the plantains with it, but we're gonna have plantains with it. So this is how it's gonna look with our finished version right here. We can pull up a couple of these images real quick. You see it right here. This is ropa vieja with rice and plantains. That's how we're gonna do it today. Let's go ahead and get this meal prepared. We're gonna go ahead and take it over to Anita's Delights. Lovely lady here. Shout out to her. At the time of this recording, which is, what's today? Who's got the date for me? Monday, September 29th. Anita's Delights has 5.56K subscribers. Shout out to her. Congratulations. We cover food channels. Sometimes they're in the millions. I think just last week, the last food channel, he had like 3.47 million subscribers, and she's got 5.56. So we're gonna need to help out. Go ahead, go to her channel, give her a subscribe, check it out, see what's going on. We always want to give credit to the content creators that help us with our meals. Let's get right into it.
Here today we're making sopa vieja. This is a staple in every Cuban household. It's so yummy. It translates to old clothes, which I know sounds a little peculiar, but this is essentially shredded meat braised in a tomato-based sauce with peppers and onions and olives. It's so mouth-watering and delicious. The perfect meal for a large gathering. So if you have a lot of people to host, this is so yummy because it feeds a lot of...
See, this is perfect because we have a very large family and it continues to grow. So it's a perfect meal for us. It's going to be plenty for everyone. Invite your friends too. Tell them to like, comment, subscribe, and share the video.
a lot of people, and everyone will absolutely love it. It was requested by one of my followers over on Instagram. So if
let's get into it.
My long pieces. But if you can't find flank steak, you can also use beef roast, and it will.
And we can go plant-based with this. There's a lot of options for plant-based beef. You know, they call it plant-based protein. You know, you got a lot of different options. If you want to go vegan with this, you pretty much can. A lot of vegetables involved. And, you know, so you got all those options if you want to go that route.
Whereas if you have a pressure cooker, this won't take very long at all because the pressure cooker is going to do most of the job.
Let's see what we got. We're going to skip ahead. We're going to skip ahead.
Cook it into smaller pieces. If it's too hot to use 2 forks, if not, you can do it. If you want to let it cool and do it with your fingers, you can. I also went ahead.
I want to see the fork technique.
And I got rid of any big pieces of fat that was in there. Now let me show you the rest of the ingredients you're gonna need. So I'll have some onion. You can use red, yellow, white, whichever onion you want, except sweet onion. Some green pepper and some red pepper. Another bay leaf. You're also gonna need some.
Shout to Tara. She probably like peppers. She like, oh wow, I like this.
Cilantro leaves. Remember, I added parsley first and now I'm adding cilantro. If you don't want to buy 2 different kinds of herbs because you're not going to use it, just buy some cilantro and you can use them.
Make sure you get the herbs and the legal kind. Don't be throwing your cushion there, getting all of us high. All right, let's see what we got.
Feel like you need to use a completely different pot for this. I'm going to add about 2 to 3 tablespoons. Looking great.
So it looks like, all right, we're going to cook the veggies up.
Start deglazing the pan a little bit.
All right, it's coming along. It's coming along.
For about 2
I thought those was
minutes.
Noodles at first.
This looks well. Your
all right,
tomato sauce.
She threw the meat in there. Tomato sauce in there. All right.
Your white cooking wine and your bay leaf. I meant.
We got wine in there.
Vinegar, not wine, cooking wine. I don't like mine too soupy, so if you like yours a little more soupy,
nah.
Obviously leave.
We don't want it soupy.
So good. I've been waiting so many hours for this.
Yeah, she's been waiting so many hours for this, and look at her take that bite. she over there in ecstasy.
Stop.
Yo, shout out to Anita Delights. Shout out to Anita. Go ahead and check her channel out, Anita Delights on YouTube. She did great. She hooked us up. Go over there. The pot's over there. You can go ahead and fill up. Get as much as you want. Like she said, there's plenty for everyone. Let me go off black and white. You know, before we get into the Bad Bunny situation, we just gotta. I was driving this morning. I get up in the morning. I gotta drive in the morning, and so I'm on the way. I'm taking kids to school in the morning, and I was on the road. So I don't know. How can I explain it? So there's a car in front of me, right? And the light's green. Now, I'm the type of person that turns when the light is going yellow into red. I'm gonna check my surroundings. If everything checks out, all the cars are stopped on either side, I'm blowing it. If it's closer to red, I'm still going. I'm not stopping at yellow lights. I just don't do it. This is me personally. Now, the car in front of me was anticipating the yellow light, which is crazy. It was green. He never needed to slow down. But the car in front of me begins to slow down. Now, there's a guy behind me. There's a guy behind me in a truck. It looked like he was carrying, it looked like an Amazon truck, or possibly could have been a UPS. It was a delivery truck for sure. I didn't really catch what the label was. It was a delivery truck. So he's behind me. He's got his blinker on to turn right. The guy in front of me stops, right? He was driving like a Prius. And so because he stopped, it basically, the guy behind me that wanted to turn right, he couldn't turn right because of the 2 cars in front of him, which was the car in front of me that stopped at the green light, basically, and then me that had to stop behind him. So as I'm easing up to him, I see this guy behind me and he's trying to go right. And I know if I stop behind that car that stopped on the green light, he's basically going to have to wait for the whole light cycle to turn, when if us two aren't in front of him, which we shouldn't have been because we both should have got through that light, then he's going to have to wait for the whole light cycle. Now, the light cycle ended up taking like a minute and 30 seconds, it felt like. So, but what I did before I got close enough to him where I couldn't move over to the left, I just moved over to the left, and now I'm sitting at the light and I'm kind of like this. I'm kind of diagonal at the light, but I did it so the person behind me could take that right immediately and not have to wait just because I'm in front of them, right? And so, you know, I saved that guy a minute and 30 seconds, and he didn't have to hold himself up because of decisions of other people that were only thinking about themselves and not their surroundings. So why do I say this? It's one of those things where I was thinking about it over the weekend, and I was like, I see a lot of people that are around people that are letting them hold them up, right? Like they're around people that basically want to live lethargic in their lives. They want to move at a snail's pace. They don't want to get to the bag. They don't want to be productive. And now you have all of these people that are being affected by basically being within your bubble, right? And I'm of the accord that you should never, ever let somebody hold you back under any circumstance. And I think it's even more evil to know that you are holding someone back and you're continuing to stay in their life, right? And a lot of us don't care about the people that are around us. We're inherently selfish as human beings. It's something that we have to fight. Us as humans, when we come out of the womb, it's all gimme, gimme. We don't care about nothing else around us, and we can at that age, fair enough. But we just want. We don't get what we want, we cry. We throw a fit. We whine. Give me milk. Give me that. We grow up. Give me toys. Give me this. Give me that. It's gimme your whole life. So you spend basically the first 10 to 13 years of your life, I'd say at least to 7, just taking and taking. Then when you have the opportunity to give back, you still don't want to give back. And you continue to live the rest of your life as a leech. And I think it's absolutely disgusting for anybody above the age of, I'd go even as low as 15, to not begin to add value into the world in one way or another. It doesn't have to be something incredible like curing cancer, but just being a good person in general, right? And especially with the people closest to you. You don't necessarily have to help the whole world, because that's going to be damn near an impossible feat, but just being good to the people that are close to you. So if you have anybody that is around you that is holding you back, I want you to really just take a deep breath, relax, and think about if you need that person around you anymore and what they're doing to help better you moving forward. Because the truth is not all of us are going to be absolutely incredible. But what you can do is help somebody that you know is incredible become successful, and then piggyback off that person's success. And not in a negative way like you're leeching, but actually helping, because I always say it, we're better together than we are apart. So if you can find a team or a family, like what I consider y'all to be beneficial towards you, then you absolutely need to stick with those people. So I say all that to say, you know, when I was at that light and I didn't even know this person behind me, I just didn't want to hold them back. That was my thing. Like, they didn't need to wait at that light based off of our slow reaction and decisions. It wasn't really me, but the guy in front of me. But even then, seeing that somebody was trying to hold him back, I didn't allow that person to let that mean spirit enter into the person behind me. He had free reign. He could just turn right. It was no problem. But the person in front of us was basically instrumental in trying to sabotage everything around them. And I think the person did it on purpose. I really do. And this is why a lot of road rage gets created. You know, you've seen it. The guy that's in the left lane ain't paying attention to no one. He got a line of 50 cars behind him and they're all just vroom, 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 just passing him by, and he could care less. So, you know, that's what I got to say. That was that was what I thought about this morning when I had my drive, and it was just something that I really wanted to share with y'all, and you know, hopefully it's something that is beneficial towards you moving forward. Now, we gotta talk about this Bad Bunny situation. Bad Bunny got the Super Bowl, and there's a lot of people that are angry. I'm seeing a lot of people angry.
What do you mean?
Well, let's get right into it and let's see what we got going on. First, we'll get into the news story. So we can better understand. And I'm going to tell you right now that when you watch this live, you get a whole different type of experience because I'm more than likely going to have to cut out the audio in this section. So if you hear the audio cut out and you're watching this on a playback, you got to get here live. Every afternoon, you're going to find me here. You're going to get lunch. I'm going to feed you. And then I'm going to give you the news. So it's like, get here, you get everything. And you get to hear Bad Bunny. Check it out.
This morning, Bad Bunny taking over football's biggest night. The three-time Grammy winner, whose real name is Benito Antonio Martinez Ocasio, will headline the Super Bowl 60 halftime show in February, saying in a statement, "What I'm feeling goes beyond myself. It's for those who came before me." Continuing, "This is for my people, my culture, and our history." Adding in Spanish, "Go on and tell your grandma that we'll be at the Super Bowl halftime show." Jay-Z, owner of Rock Nation, which produces the show, saying, "What Benito has done and continues to do for Puerto Rico is truly inspiring." Bad Bunny technically made his Super Bowl debut in 2020 with Shakira and Jennifer Lopez. Bad Bunny, dubbed the King of Latin Trap, is having quite the year already with a new album release. Wrapping a sold-out 31-show residency in his native Puerto Rico, creating an economic boom in the process, and becoming the breakout star of the summer as waiter turned Adam Sandler's caddy in Happy Gilmore 2.
Remember the happy place I went to? Yes, you go to yours. Okay, I try.
Bad Bunny.
I ain't seen Happy Gilmore 2, but we went out to Dubai like earlier. Was it August? And everybody, because the movie had just dropped. It dropped on Netflix. Everybody on the plane was watching it. I was in a whole different headspace at that time. I was watching Game of Thrones. I was running back through that series. So I was locked in on Game of Thrones. But everybody was watching Happy Gilmore 2. I haven't seen the movie yet. Didn't even know he was in it. Getting new information right along with y'all, family.
Calling it a dream come true.
I think it's going to be a really impactful performance, especially considering his recent Puerto Rico residency, which really focused on the beauty of the traditions of his island. And I'm 100% sure he's going to be bringing that sort of representation to the stage in the Bay Area.
You could say you could say Puerto Rico. You could say Puerto Rico. You know, you could really like put the accent on there, even though you're English speaking. You want to, you want people to understand that you're in tune with the culture. That guy's in tune.
Anticipation has been brewing for weeks.
Our favorite person.
Fans reacting overnight.
I am so happy. I literally have chills. This is such a big win for all Latinos.
So Bad Bunny hadn't done any shows in the continental states because of concerns surrounding ICE immigration crackdown. So this very much is welcome news for so many fans.
Yeah,
yes.
Yeah. So many went to Puerto Rico to see him. Yeah, many of our staff went to Puerto Rico.
Yeah, absolutely, to go see that show. I heard it was fantastic.
Yeah.
So it's gonna be good.
Yeah, many of our staff went to Puerto Rico. And as you can see, there are some people that are absolutely delighted about this. However, some people that are not. We're going to get into them in 1 second. We're going to talk about them. I just want to go over a couple of things that have been controversial with Bad Bunny over time. There was actually, remember this personally, where his ex-girlfriend sued him, claiming that he used her voice. Basically what happened, I remember this story actually. So she recorded a voicemail to him, and then, or maybe it was a voice note and like text. And then he used that and sampled it on his song that went completely viral, sold really well. Then she sued him for $40 million for using her likeness, her voice without her permission. And I don't even know who won that. Does anybody know if he won that? If she won that case, it's still ongoing? Might still be ongoing. It did get removed and all that, but I think it went back up and profit splits were contested. Yeah, I think maybe it looks like they might have ended up just sharing some of the profits with her. So she got paid really well. I mean, she wouldn't have got that money if he didn't use her voice. So, but some of the more controversial things came along with the current administration and the whole ICE situation, and you know, him being from Puerto Rico, and a lot of the ICE detainees are from, you know, Mexico, Puerto Rico, different places like that. You know, immigrants, most of them illegal. All are supposed to be illegal. However, you know, it's a little bit controversial as if they're only taking certain types of immigrants, right? So that's and what he did was he called ICE officers sons of female dogs. And I'm giving y'all the censored version. I'm giving y'all the YouTube censored version. Maybe if we start a Patreon and we start putting videos up there, I will give y'all uncensored versions. So because of that, he ended up skipping the whole United States tour, deprived the United States fans of being able to watch his concerts because of what was going on with the current administration and ICE, citing that he thought and believed that his fans, being the majority of possible immigrants, would get his shows rated, and he didn't want to deal with that heartbreak of seeing his people be deported out of the country. So, a couple different things with him, but as we've seen, some people are happy and some people are angry. So let's go over here to X, because you can find a lot on X when you want to figure out what's going on with either side. And over here on X, we got this guy, Benny Johnson, right here. And this has been viewed over 10 million times at this point. So he seems to be upset about this. And he says he was just announced as a 2026 Super Bowl halftime show performer, massive Trump hater, anti-ICE activist, no songs in English. He even canceled, which we just talked about, the entire U.S. tour for this reason. Effing ICE agents could be outside my concert. And it's something that we're talking about and very concerned about. The NFL is self-destructing year after year, says Benny Johnson. Benny Johnson probably wasn't happy about the Kendrick Lamar show last year either. Which Kendrick Lamar is an American, but, you know, he has a little different views than, I would say, half the country, because we're pretty much split. But we like to look at things from a balanced perspective. So we are going to look at the people that are against this. We're also going to look at the people that are for it. And then we're going to look at the people that are against it again. Because we got to hear from a couple of these different types of people on X. So this person here, Spitfire, says, and puts up a couple of pictures of Bad Baby dressed as a woman. Apparently, this is Bad Baby. The NFL has selected him to be the Super Bowl halftime performer. I'd rather have a colonoscopy without anesthesia than watch that crap, Spitfire had to say. We'll continue to move on right here. C3 is going to say, meet Bad Bunny. He's performing at the Super Bowl. Woke, anti-white weirdo. No fans. The No Fans League at it again. NFL fans are upset. And I'm going to give you my take on this. I'm going to give you my take on this at the end of all this. I'm going to let the people speak right now. And they say these are the people that aren't going to be watching the Super Bowl this year. This is the image that they're giving. Now we can look here. Again, this is where he skipped out on the entire U.S. market. And they continue to quote what he said just recently about ICE. And I think we'll go here. What do we got here? They have chosen Bad Bunny as the Super Bowl halftime performer. And we got a couple more. I don't know what this is. But Bruno Mars likes it, though. Bruno Mars, he approves. He approves. Bruno Mars is happy. You can hear Bruno Mars on pretty much every radio station in the world. Very popular Bruno Mars. Gives his appreciation. And then this guy was kind of funny. He was kind of funny. So I just threw this one up here. NFL fans have no idea who Bad Bunny is, and Bad Bunny fans have no idea what the Super Bowl is. So I thought that was kind of funny. So I just kind of threw that one up here. But you're seeing a lot of people. This ain't what we wanted. It's not what we wanted. We didn't want this. What are you doing in my beloved sport? This is unacceptable. But I actually want to look at a couple people that are happy about this. So we're going to go ahead and go over to TikTok because that's where you can get some of the reactions. And we want to see what's going on over on TikTok. And we'll look at both sides again. We want to see both sides. So we're going to look at the people that are supporting. You want to go supporters first? Let's go supporters first. She likes it. Let's see what she's got to say.
Oh, well, I guess we're not watching the Super Bowl this year because who is Bad Bunny and why is he going to perform in Spanish, baby? Who is we? Who is... Debi tira ma foto de cuando te tuve, de mírate más beso y abrazo las veces que pude. Ojalá que lo mío nunca se mude. Y si me embaracho, pues que me ayuden. Who is we? Baby, I'll be seated, okay?
She got a wedding ring on. She might pull up. She might tell her husband, yo, I'm going to need some money I'm going to need to go to the Super. The ticket's going to be like $1 million. We're going to have to take out a second mortgage to go ahead. We're going to have to take out a second mortgage. Yes, I said a second one to go ahead and go and see Bad Baby at the Super Bowl so I can recite his lyrics in Spanish. All right, let's see what else we got. I got a lot of them. We ain't going to get through all of them.
I guess we're not watching the Super Bowl this year because
we already got this one. Let me see. What's this one? You got another one?
I guess we're not watching the Super Bowl this year because...
How'd I get her twice? All right, let's go here. See what this one is.
I'm here to say Jay-Z is petty and he's trying to get a point across, and I am here for it because it's not Taylor Swift that's performing. It's not Adele that's performing. It is Bad Bunny that's performing for the NFL halftime Super Bowl show. Listen, I'm going to be honest. I don't know Bad Bunny from a can of paint. Ain't never listened to his music, but I did find out he's a Puerto Rican artist. You know, that Puerto Rico that Donald Trump did not know was a part of the United States. You know, that Puerto Rico that he said was a floating island of garbage. Yep, and Jay-Z chose that Puerto Rican artist, Bad Bunny, to perform on one of the biggest stages of the year. I know his thought. He was like, oop, them white conservative Christians was mad at Kendrick Lamar. Wait until Bad Bunny gets on that stage because he too speaks about injustices of the world. Plus the climate that we're in where the MAGA cult acts like they absolutely hate the Hispanics, and Jay-Z decided to choose a Spanish-speaking Puerto Rican man to get up on that stage. I am here for the plot. And I want to tell you, Bad Bunny, I hope you sing every last one of your songs in Spanish. Let me go download these songs right now. Because...
What is wrong with us as a human? What is wrong with us as a human species? She said she don't know who this person is whatsoever at all. Has no idea who Bad Bunny is, bruh. But because somebody that she doesn't like is going to be upset at this, now she is interested and likes it and wants to be a part of it and is all the way in. Don't know nothing about him whatsoever. Like, what are we doing? And we talked about this, right? We talked about this last week when we were talking about the TikTok Tylenol challenge where pregnant women running around popping Tylenol like candy, and then a woman actually really, destroyed her liver by doing it. This same situation, just not deadly, right? But I'm wondering though, what something she did say does kind of make me think. Do you think that Jay-Z actually is calling the shots at that level? Because I know he probably is involved in, you know, a lot of the music stuff because he's Jay-Z. But is that really his thinking, just to get back at Trump? I know Beyonce, Jay-Z, you know, Trump, Republicans, or Democrat, they lean that way. Is it really that sinister? Like, I don't know. That's crazy, but this was funny. I mean, let's go ahead and let's go ahead and look at a couple more. What do we got here?
You guys, I just saw an announcement that Bad Bunny is headlining the Super Bowl.
We just want to hear from the people.
If y'all thought I was annoying about Kendrick, be prepared to be sick of me. Oh my God. Bad Bunny's headlining. This actually just became one of the greatest days I've ever had. What do you mean? Oh my God. Wait, this is amazing. This is amazing. I'm actually so excited about this. This is some of the best sports news I've gotten recently.
I don't even consider this sports news, and I don't even think you understand who Bad Bunny is either, at all. Like, she looks completely confused, but just happy because she's seen the reactions of what was going on from the people that she dislikes, and now she's like, all right, I'm celebrating this just cause. So now she's going to do her research. Like, let's see what else we got. Let's go one more. Let's go one more to people that are rocking with it. We got one more. He's making a lot of people angry right now. I don't know. For me, this is all just hilarious to me. Like, I think it's complete entertainment. I think this is hilarious. I'm just playing what the people are saying. All right, we got people that's supporting it. I got like 5 more. We're going to stop there, though, just due to time constraints. We're going to go ahead and get into the people that do not like this. We're going to get into the people that, and I got a bunch of them, too. Let's see what this one person got to say. Now, I want you to understand that you see this guy right here, Bad Bunny to headline the Super Bowl halftime show. I love this choice. He loves it. He loves it. He loves it. This is how he's feeling right now. All right. And this is how the people feel about him right now. This is the other side of it.
All right.
Bad Bunny.
Hold on. We gotta go here. I didn't want to go there.
I can't believe that the NFL thinks it's a good idea to have Bad Bunny perform at the Super Bowl halftime show. Like, who does the NFL think their fan base is? None of us football fans, or none of us men, want to listen to Bad Bunny perform at the Super Bowl halftime show. That's probably the worst decision you could have made, to have him perform at the Super Bowl halftime show. Like, come on. Nobody over the age of 18 cares or listens to Bad Bunny. Actually truly sickening that the NFL is okay with this. They're okay with giving us this slop at a halftime show of the Super Bowl. It's disrespectful to us fans. It really is. We've had to go through years now of hearing about Taylor Swift at Chiefs games. And now we get Bad Bunny at the halftime show. I'm really disgusted with what the NFL is turning into these days. If I'm being honest, I'd rather listen to Taylor Swift at the halftime show than listen to somebody named Bad Bunny.
Got a little attitude there. Is that it?
Hey, I ain't gonna lie, bro. He's desperate. He said he'd rather listen to Taylor Swift. I mean, like, yeah, if that's the route that you're willing to go to avoid Bad Bunny, I believe him. I believe this man. I believe everything that he just had to say. Now, I will say the people that we just listened to are all over 18, but I do have to kind of agree with him. because the majority of them, other than maybe the first woman that we listened to, do not even know who the hell Bad Bunny is and couldn't name one of his songs. Although he's very, very popular. He's worth about $50 million at this exact point. And he's internationally known. But again, when you think about artists and stuff, like a lot of times there's famous artists that we never heard of that can pack a show and you didn't even know they existed, because artists are really in bubbles when you think about it. They really have their own niches. So yeah, he doesn't like it. He's upset. He does not like it. Let's see who else doesn't like it.
Okay, nothing says American football like a Puerto Rican trap artist with sunglasses. Unfortunately for us all, or maybe fortunate for some, Bad Bunny is performing at the halftime show for the Super Bowl. Like, I feel like all the boomers or Gen X, they're all just going to be like so confused again. They're going to be like, well, who the heck is this? You know, like I didn't know we had signed up to watch the Latin Grammys, you know, with nachos. Like, we all came here to watch football, you know, like an American sport. And we're getting, we're taking Spanish class instead. You know what I'm saying? Like, come on, man. Like, you have to start warning people that your $7,000 Super Bowl ticket is actually going to be just some Spanish karaoke night, right? Like, you have to tell people. Like, these people really said, let's forget our rock stars, our rock heroes, and let's turn this into a Miami nightclub. That's basically what happened, you know? But, I mean, I guess congrats to Bad Bunny on getting the spot. I mean, that's a massive deal, but I just don't know how I feel about it. You know, let me know what you guys think, though. I'm interested to see how everybody else is taking this. So,
should we feel bad about how he's feeling? You know, like, he kind of makes me sad. Look at his face. He's going to have a whole party for the Super Bowl, this guy here. He's going to invite all his friends over, and they're all going to have the same mindset as him. They're going to pull up to the game. It's probably going to be the Chiefs versus the Eagles, Part 8. Same game as last year. Different outcome. The Chiefs will win this time after they climb back into the playoffs, into the Super Bowl from starting out the season 0-2. And then they're going to be enjoying the game, and then there's going to be an awkward moment where Bad Baby comes on to perform, and they all start to be like, I reckon fracking hate this jack. Let's check on another person. What did I get? Where was I at? Who's this guy? Oh, we got a woman.
Oh, goodness. I almost feel bad for my...
He said the Gen X and the boomers, she could possibly very well be in this group. I'm just guessing the age. Probably north of 50, which will put her in that category. But one thing that we got to realize, and we're going to let her talk, is that Gen X and the boomers, they're being phased out. The advertisers are not necessarily trying to get their eyes unless they're advertising on like HSN, QVC, where they're selling you cheap plastic and allowing you to pay on installments and plans, and you sit there and you just let it run on repeat all day while you're doing crossword puzzles and Sudoku. Like that, that's what Gen X and Boomer, listen, the kids, and I'll go up to millennials, and under that, Gen Alpha, Gen Z, that's what they're trying to capture. They don't care about Gen X and the boomers, and it just is what it is. And the silent generation, I mean...
Adele's Super Bowl video, because now we got Bad Bunny. I tried to put him on Pandora this morning, and I know Pandora's outdated, but I personally love Pandora.
I got her. I knew it. You're only using Pandora if you're over 50, man. You don't tell me go ahead, tell me I'm wrong. Get the numbers. Somebody pull the numbers up. Somebody pull the numbers up. You got to be over 50 to use Pandora.
To see, like, okay, what's some Bad Bunny? Why can't we have Noah Khan? Like, I want Noah Khan. I want Season of the Sticks. So I put on Bad Bunny.
Who the hell is that?
Like, oh my God, it's all in Spanish. I wanted to sing along. I wanted to know his music and sing along. And I don't know Spanish. And now I just want Adele back. And now I feel bad not wanting Adele. Like, can we get Adele back? Please, just somebody help.
Well, the good thing for you is you got, how many months of the Super Bowl is in February? You got like 5 months to go ahead and figure out all of his songs so you can begin to sing along at the Super Bowl, because that's what they said is going to happen. And she's got nice teeth, though, at her age. I'll give her that. She did very well with the teeth. Do I got any more? Let's see if we got one more.
I'm like kind of mad. They just announced Bad Bunny as the halftime performance for this upcoming Super Bowl. And it's like kind of anticlimactic. I'm just saying. I just don't get it. I don't get it. So many good options, so many good people, so many great collabs that you could do. And this is what they chose. Apple Music. I'm a fan of Apple Music. I use Apple Music. But what the hell what led you to this decision? I need to know. Because this is not it. Like, I feel like it's just not good. I don't know. I want to, please chime in the chat.
And you got a lot more that you need to worry about rather than who's going to be performing at the Super Bowl halftime show. Like, honestly, man, you need to
eat your vegetables.
I'm gonna save my comments. I gotta be nice. This the afternoon show. This is the night show. It's the night show. I'm gonna have to start a Patreon where I can really just like start to sound off on things, you know, because like I gotta respect the YouTube platform, and you know, so it's like, you know, I rock with you. I like YouTube. Me personally, a lot of people want to bend the rules. Hey, listen, I'm gonna let her breathe. I'm gonna let her breathe, y'all. I'm gonna let her breathe.
Flawless victory.
So what do I got to think? What do I got to say about this? Where we at? How much time we on? We're at 43. All right, yeah, we're good. We still got our positive story to end this out. We still got our positive story. Although this was light. What do I got to say about all this? I think it's ridiculous. I think it's ridiculous that people care about what the halftime show is at all. If you're true football fans, which I grew up playing football, very great football player I was. Never made it to the NFL, but had a very, very good career all the way through high school. And I had a lot of fun playing football. And for me, I didn't care what the halftime show was. We had sections. That's what they call it in Minnesota. They call it section state tournament. We got to sections and state tournament and stuff like that. And they would have like halftime shows and stuff like that at our high school. You know, we obviously watched we watch it. We watch college and all that type of stuff. I don't even watch the halftime show. As a player, we're back in the locker room. We're figuring out what we're going to do in the second half. We're looking at schemes. We're watching film. The coach is annihilating us, chewing us out, yelling at us. And, you know, we go back on the field and it's like nothing ever happened. We don't even understand it. You know, a lot of these people that are saying that they're NFL fans on either side, the people that like it literally only are watching this, or the people that like it are only watching the Super Bowl for the ads, and the halftime show. That's that audience. That's the audience that enjoys this. They're happy about this, right? The people that don't care about it should be the people that are actual fans of the game, right? They actually want to watch the game, right? When the halftime show comes on, which is extremely long because they extend it so they can do all these performances and stuff, you shouldn't even be worried about what's going on. That's when you should go out, get something cracking, you know, go play, what's that, cornhole or something like that, go throw some darts, turn on, play some Madden or something like that, do something else. Because the halftime show traditionally is not good anyways. It's never been good. There's been a couple viral moments and stuff. I think Janet Jackson had a tit slip out. Michael Jackson caught on fire. A couple other things happened. But, you know, for the most part, it's never been good. The players don't care about it. You think Mahomes back in the locker room, he's down 14. Travis Kelce, he dislocated his pinky in the second quarter. He's back there trying to get it fixed. Turn the halftime show on. We got to watch it. Don't nobody care about it. If you're a real football fan, you don't care about it. So I think all these people are fringe, and I think they're all ridiculous. Now, me personally, I don't necessarily care about any of this from that standpoint. I don't care who performs at the halftime show. When I'm watching football, I'm literally just watching the game. And the only time we care about the halftime show is when it's the Super Bowl. But if anybody's not aware, there's a halftime show every single NFL game. Sometimes it's a girl riding on a tricycle with a whole bunch of bowls and she's flipping them up in the air and they're landing back in the cup and she's trying to stack 1,000 bowls on top. Sometimes it's an acrobatic team. Sometimes it's the troops out there honoring the country. Sometimes it's a dog running around with a ball on his nose, balancing it. It could be anything, but it always happens. And usually it's something stupid and goofy. And that's what the halftime show is. It's for entertainment. It's a completely separate part of the Super Bowl experience. One has nothing to do with the other. That's if you're a true NFL fan. So I'm going to push back on all of these people because I'm not rocking with none of yous. Not you on this side and not you on this side. Because we think for ourselves. We don't group think with you fools. Not at all. And us, family, if we want to watch the Super Bowl, we watching it for the game. If we want to watch it for the advertisements and see what Doritos is going to put out, or the new State Farm commercial with Chris Paul and that other guy, then that's what we're going to do. But the halftime show, I mean, come on, man. Come on, man. Like, y'all, this is a disappointment on all sides. So what do I think about it? Me, DotSale? I think it's all just a bunch of nonsense. And people will find anything to be mad at and distract themselves from actual life because this does not matter whatsoever. Even though I just spent nearly an hour talking about it. All right, so we're going to move on. We got to get to our positive stories. We got to end on a good note. We have got to end on a good note, right? The last thing we want to, this is not the last thing that we want to see. This ain't it, bruh. I don't. Do y'all? If y'all do, that's fine. That's fine. I could lead it. You want me to lead us here? You said no? All right. Let's go to our positive story. I want to look at a principal over in New Jersey that was able to get some. And this goes back into the opening monologue. Don't let nobody hold you back. Don't let nobody hold you back at all, under any circumstance. This New Jersey principal said just that.
An old school in New Jersey now looks like new, thanks to a principal who literally built a better tomorrow for her students. Here's CBS's Meg Oliver.
Good morning, 13th Avenue School students.
2 years ago, when Principal Talia Brownridge Smith took over 13th Avenue School in Newark, it wasn't pretty.
It didn't look like the type of school that I would want to attend.
Paint was peeling, chairs balanced on milk crates, and no poops on backboards.
Have a good day, you all.
The elementary school principal with 3 Ivy League degrees quickly spearheaded a long renovation.
I was ready and available, weekends, nights, everything.
The Board of Education used federal funds for the $2.7 million makeover. Smith used her determination to pull it off in just a year. Today, the school shines in Panther black and gold. Everything has been redone, from the gym and modern media center to a state-of-the-art auditorium with new drama classes for students like Jemiah Johnson and Jameer Smith.
I have more stuff to do. I feel more confident in myself now.
The walls are cleaner. We got Panthers everywhere.
Smith studied pre-law before changing to education. For the Newark native, landing this job was a full circle moment.
Newark means everything to me. It's my city. I'm really super excited about being able to contribute back to it in the way that it has contributed to me.
A contribution she's confident will take her students to new heights. Meg Oliver, CBS News.
Yeah, she's confident it'll take her students to new heights. And I believe that what she did is incredible. Let's get her back up. We got her right here. Let's get her with the students. It's a good picture there. I'll get something going. Where's she at? I like that one. It's a good still. Shout out to her. Thinking about others, looking out for the youth, the ones that are going to be coming up to succeed us, to take care of our world. Now, y'all might say, F them kids. You know, a lot of y'all don't even want to have kids at all. But I would argue to say that when you treat kids well, with a heavy amount of discipline, because it's our job as parents or as community leaders, however you want to look at it, to make sure that we prepare them for the world so they're ready. So you can't just let them be like, you know, not doing what they need to and being basically handheld their whole lives, because then they'll go in the world and not understand what to do. However, when they look at a situation like this, where she comes in, she renovates the school, and it was basically her by herself to spearhead it, and then probably brought on a team at some point to get it done. But she took the steps. Those students now, when they look at the older generation, because if you don't get clipped, then you're going to end up being old at some point, and you're going to have to go to different places, nursing home, different things like that. And your nursing home could be wrecked, destroyed. And these same type of students might be the person to say, you know what? We're going to take care of y'all. Y'all took care of us when we were kids. I remember when you went ahead and renovated the school, gave us a better experience, treated us like human beings and not just a paycheck that you can get from the government. And we're going to return that now that y'all are in old age, because we're really supposed to help each other. We're better together than we are apart. So I just want to say congratulations to her. That's a great accomplishment. And good job. Good job by this New Jersey principal. I appreciate y'all, family. Like, share. If you haven't subscribed yet, you definitely got to do that. We do this every day. Every day, lunch hour. I feed y'all. I keep y'all up to date with what's going on. It's like entertainment, but it's also educational. Educational-tainment. I got to come with a word. Help me out. But, you know, lunch is over now and I got to go. So I'll miss y'all. Until tomorrow. Let's see what we got. Let's go here. Yeah, I got to get out of here. We almost got to an hour, though. We almost got to an hour. Usually we go north of an hour, but the show got to go on no matter what. I could have just said we ain't gonna do no show today, but I said, nah, that ain't gonna happen. That ain't gonna happen. I would never abandon y'all like that principal didn't want to abandon her students. I would never not help y'all. I am DotSale. without fail. I'm out of here. Have a good rest of your day, y'all.